Do you know what I used to love? Yoshi's Story had this like amazing, I can remember the music, it's like, and it's like, I'm supposed to be a musician. My earliest gaming memory was Duck Hunt with the light gun. Yeah, my cousin had a Nintendo. I don't think I had a console at this point. I was probably like 4 or 5 or something. And yeah, we used to go over to his and like not play it. Like this is the thing with like cousins. So I was like a backseat gamer for the early years of my life. I used to play Sonic 2 every morning, like literally every morning before school. I could never put in the cheat code. I can't remember, was it up, down, left, right, A, start? Or is that a different game? But yeah, I used to play Sonic 2 every morning. That was like my first thing. And then I got a PlayStation. The PlayStation was like hacked, so I'd go and get games from the market. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. It's like incriminating myself. But yeah, and I used to play all the time Spider-Man. I was a big comics fan as a kid, still am. It's really difficult to say like just a few things that I like about Spider-Man. In my eyes at least, it's a perfect game because it has this like really amazing attention to detail. It's a difficult game, like the combat can be really challenging, but it doesn't just punish you with it. Nothing in the game like punishes you for getting it wrong. It feels like there's a real focus on fun. I don't know if you could tell, but I love this game so much. I love it so much. It genuinely, I feel like I'm being rewarded for like caring about games enough throughout my life that now I'm like, I have a perfect game and it's a Spider-Man game. I feel like my favorite Spider-Man would be a composite of 2 different Spider-Mans. It would be, I love Tom Holland, also because he's a kid. That Spider-Man is an actual kid, which was like the appeal of Spider-Man to me when I was younger. But Tobey Maguire was the first for me, like the first movie representation anyway. But I did always find it weird that I was like, you are definitely a 30-year-old man dressed as a teenager, and that's fine, but. Do you know what? I haven't gone mad. I'd say I probably log about like 2 to 3 hours a day. Probably about 2 hours, which is quite a lot. But at the moment, like, I've got a dog and he's 5 months old, and he's like, he kind of needs, I need to be in with him quite a lot. So it's great. He'll just like, I sit on the floor, lean back on the sofa, get as closest to the TV as I can, and then he just like chills with me like on my shoulder, and he watches it, and it's great. So it's come at the perfect time in my life. Just finished like a job that I spent a year shooting. It's like, I feel like I've earned the right to play the game and to enjoy it. Me and my band and like one of the producers I work with went to like a farm out in the middle of nowhere to record. Stupidly, I bought my Switch and my PS4. If somebody in the band wanted to go and play Zelda, I was like, can you like go and find your own weapons and use them up? Like I'd rather you didn't touch my progress. But like trying to be, I was like trying to be nice. And I'd be like, yeah, do what you want. But also like, don't touch my save file, please. Spider-Man's always been my favorite hero. I was a really big Deadpool fan before the film came out. I'm like a real hipster about Deadpool. As soon as the Deadpool movie came out, I was like, oh, he's not mine anymore. Like I remember like saying to people all the time, like, oh, I love Deadpool. You being like, see, I'm doing it now. I'm doing that thing of like, I was there before, and loads of people love Deadpool. Yeah, I love Deadpool, but I like Batman. But it was always just felt a little bit too adult for me, Batman. Whereas Spider-Man, I was like, in a few years, that could be me.